left him on hold, and he wants to talk to us about the
aliens,
the Mexiterrestrials.
My Umar is a centerfold. What's happening, Umar?
Hey, Jay, how you doing? Yeah, about the Mexican...
Hey, Umar.
Yes,
Can you hold on for 60 seconds?
Yeah,
I got to tell the
can we
folks
put you on
about,
hold for a second?
I got to
Another
tell the
minute.
folks about Tony C's.
One more minute.
Tony
Are you really
C's.
going to make him hold again?
Yeah.
Tony's original.
He's been on hold for 30 minutes.
This
Tony
is big
C's
news.
original coal-fired pizza is serving up New York-style pizza, Umar. Authentic Italian at 2 locations, Avery Ranch and my home base, the Bee Cave Hill Country Galleria.
Yeah.
You can
Hey, Umar, you ever been out to Bee Cave area?
Yes, I have.
Okay,
All right,
hang
good.
on a second.
Dine in, pick up, lunch and dinner. The pizza of the month is my personal favorite. All right, finally, they got around to it. The mulberry meatball, Ciola family meatballs, roasted red peppers. By the way, they slice those meatballs. They don't put the whole meatball in there. That'd be ridiculous.
Yeah.
Wouldn't fit in the box.
Umar, you like a meatball on your pizza?
I would. It would have to be halal meatball, but yes.
Okay, we'll work on it.
okay.
We'll work
Roasted
on
Look
it.
at
red
that
pepper, caramelized onion, fresh mozzarella. Tuesdays, you can get 2 pizzas for the price of 1 every Tuesday, and then half-price bottles of wine on Wednesday. Locally owned and operated. Head in and tell them I said hi. The original coal-fired pizza in oven. This pizza in Austin. This is great stuff, and I highly recommend it. And if you want to go Italian comfort food, I'd say get that. My favorite thing is the hot Italian beef sandwich and the garlic fries. Come on. Bring it. You want something light? Go with that spinach and goat cheese salad. That one's a banger, too. Check it out, Tony C's.
There you go, Umar. Finally. After 30 minutes of hold, you can finally speak.
And after that ad, I'm too hungry to remember what I was thinking about.
Good.
So about the Mexican alien thing, I'm open to the possibility that it's real. The reason I'm doubtful is that I read somewhere, the only little detail about it that I read was that it has a DNA that's 30% unknown. And I'm thinking, I don't know what alien physiology will be like, but I'm thinking that why does it have DNA at all? And if it does have DNA, why isn't it 100% unknown if it's alien?
Right. Well, we're all carbon-based. Everybody in the universe is made of star stuff. So maybe there's something there, right? You would think that no matter how far away they...
Okay, thank you, Crosby, Stills, Nash, and Young.
No matter how far away they came from, we're probably made of the same material.
Yeah, you can
somewhat.
Have
I don't know if that has to do with DNA,
but that's not necessarily dispositive that it's not alien. I'm just saying I'm doubtful about it. And another thing, like a few years ago, not too long ago, there was another case of an alleged alien body, and a Stanford PhD tenured immunologist named Gary Nolan, he was sympathetic to that because he himself, when he was 10 years old, a paper boy saw a UFO, and he was thinking, okay, this might be real, and he issued some positive statements about it. But after he did the work, published peer-reviewed study, his conclusion was that it was actually a human corpse with an unfortunate number of genetic defects. Obviously, the group that brought it to him claimed that he was paid off by the government or whatever. So his lesson learned was that just keep quiet about it until the study is done, which is what I hoped, which is what I would have rather they have done with this case. So,
Umar, what are your thoughts on that? Is his name David Greer or something like that?
David Rush.
David Allen Greer. What do you think of the actor David Allen Greer?
That's what I was thinking of. Dag. I love Dag.
Yeah. What do you think?
Hang on, I just want to make sure we're talking about the same. But there's some guy named Stephen Greer, and there's another guy named David Grush.
Are they both alien dudes?
Yes, in the sense, yes.
The one that's doing all the documentaries, that's I guess bald with glasses, white dude. Like I don't.
Yeah. It's tricky with that guy. He has been a significant part of the study of ufology. He's come up with good information in the past. The part of my complaint with him is that he makes statements that he's made. First of all, he's made some definite statements that aren't true. Like, for example, the congressional. He made some statements that a certain law, a very impressive law that's coming, that's in the works right now, that could become, and I think will become a law in December. He was interviewed and he said, "Oh, that's already done." And as a matter of fact, it isn't done. He's very loose with his facts.
Okay.
And especially with a field like ufology, where everything needs to be 100% because people are already so dismissive about it, he hurts the field with some of the pronouncements he's made. That being said, he has had a talk with people in the government, and we might be where we are now because of certain things he's done. So I'd rather he didn't do. I don't think it's. I think he's damaged the field rather than added to it, but it's not 100% either way.
Okay.
I think he's a huckster, kind of. He's really capitalized. He's got like 3 or 4 documentaries out. I'm like, how many can you make?
You can make money on something and still be telling the truth about something, but ultimately, I think, like I said, I think he hurts the field more than helps it.
Okay, what do you think? What are your takes on Mac and Me? Do you think it was just a straight up ET ripoff, or do you think it brought anything to the field itself?
That was a complete 100% honest documentary, and we should take it as fact.
Thank you very much,
I
Umar.
love
Appreciate you understanding
that.
how science works. Ladies and gentlemen, the only caller we have that's smart, Umar.
I think the most compelling
Have a
part
good day, y'all.
is,
Thank you,
Umar,
man.
you are really an intellect, and this conspiracy theory is your favorite. And I don't even know if it's a conspiracy theory, but when I hear smart people talking about it like this,
How do you know Umar's smart?
Yeah,
I don't know. He sounds educated.
I'm
I'm
really
not
good at
saying that
making
because of his
people think
race.
I'm smart.
Yeah, maybe he's. What if this is just Nepo baby doing an accent from the other
He
room?
could be an actor.
You don't know.
Oh God, you got me.
We caught him.
I just think, are there any other conspiracy theories that you believe in? Or
My favorite conspiracy theory, one of my all-time favorite that might still be true, but I'm not claiming it's 100% real, is the one about a mile wide, half a mile high humanoid face on the surface of Mars.
Oh, okay.
Right. But wait, come on. That's rocks and shadows.
Yeah.
I know that's what NASA. Like I said, it might be, but there's lots of compelling stuff in the other direction.
But I know, but you're smart enough too to know that we genetically look for faces and we look for patterns. We look for
we have
faces.
a man in the moon. Yeah.
100%, and I can go into a whole thing about it. Acknowledging that, I think there are aspects about this particular one that isn't necessarily explained by that phenomenon. So I'm just saying it's a very interesting one, and I'm not hedging when I say that. I'm not 100% believer. I'm not just hedging my bet. Like I 100% know UFOs are 100% real, right? By preponderance of evidence.
Umar, you smoke weed? You smoke weed?
No, I do not.
Good. It's terrible stuff.
Be a lot cooler if you did.
I feel like I trust it. Like I'm believing the UFO and alien thing because when I hear someone like Umar, who I know is an intellect, and tries to prove himself wrong and talk himself out of whatever.
By the way, just to be clear, I know UFOs are real in terms of intelligently controlled objects behaving outside our currently understood physics. But I don't necessarily think that means aliens. I'm still open to the possibility it's human. I just think the extraterrestrial hypothesis is the most reasonable hypothesis. I think that's more reasonable than humans, given the totality of the evidence. But I'm still open to that
Guys,
it's human.
Yeah.
I'll say it once. I'll say it again. I took a lot of classes in college on this.
Uh-huh.
We have nothing of interest to anyone else in the universe. And for them to find us would be next to impossible.
We're all
because
made of
our
meat.
time on this planet is only is this much in the time span
Shoot
of
back,
the planet.
Omar. Shoot back,
So
Omar.
the chance of them looking into space, somehow finding us, thinking that we were even interesting, and then getting here in time before we wipe ourselves out is impossible.
Well, there's
It's
many
impossible,
aspects
Fire back,
Umar.
Omar.
There's many aspects about it. Yes, if aliens are visiting us, obviously there are many fantastic things about it, but I don't think it's so fantastic to be dismissed.
When was the last time you walked down a sidewalk and bent down and started talking to an ant?
Oh, so yeah.
When is the last time ants have something we wanted or needed?
Same thing.
We haven't. I'm not claiming that they've bent down and talked to us, but I know that when I walk places and sometimes I look at things and I have looked down and look, hey, what's that? So, and I think
Yeah, but that's because you don't have any friends. That's a completely different checkbox.
So perhaps aliens don't have friends either.
Lonely space aliens traveling through the universe. Nobody will talk to them.
I never claimed that aliens were cool.
Okay, all right.
What kind of ego do we have on this planet?
Thank you, Umar.
You say
Thank
ants,
you, Umar.
That in the vastness of space, somebody would be looking for us.
They're not looking for us.
but you talk about ants. Like, what about bees? We harvest stuff from them and we control them. We move them around.
I talk about ants.
I know, because it helps your argument.
Yeah. You're just high all the time, so you believe in aliens.
No,
I'm
mean,
looking at it like, how old is planet Earth? I don't know how many billions of years old.
6,000 years old.
years? How many?
Bob,
What?
6,000 years old.
How many
So,
years?
Bob, repeat it back.
6,000 years
Thank
old.
you.
How many years will humans occupy the planet? It'll be here long after we're gone, and it was here long after we were here. So even if aliens
bro, we're gonna be
saw
partying
us
with these
through some
aliens,
kind
and you're
of
gonna be whatever, still denying
electronic,
it. We're gonna have a good time.
by the time they decided to load up their spacecraft and get here,
We're gonna be at the club
we'd be
down
gone.
6.
We'd be wiped out.
What's a good club down? Us and the aliens can go to. Bob don't want to go.
Bob,
There ain't no parking.
me, you, the aliens, Barbarella. See you there.
Can't park my spaceship down there.
Guys, they're fools for believing all this alien stuff.
We want to believe.
Go ahead. I mean, there's science.
Yes, there is.
You know what? You know what I think you need?
What?
I'm gonna be honest with you.
What do I
Here's
need?
what I think you need.
What?
3 letters.
Yeah.
D. M.
MT.
T.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's do a little DMT.
It's impossible.
I can find a
It's
DMT
just
pin.
impossible. That,
It's not. We know
It's
enough
impossible.
people in this town. We can literally have it by
No,
10 a.m. I can
no.
have it here. We'll get you the good stuff, not the pen where you're just going to feel low grade. We'll hit you with high crystal, and we'll have you break through, and you will completely dissociate with any kind of reality. And when you come back, you'll go, hey, I just realized that we're a universe reflecting on itself, and everything's okay. Everything's okay. And I don't know why I'm such a baby and bitch about stuff, because it turns out that we're a blink in a flat circle.
yeah.
And
And then you grow out like one of those old man ponytails that you'll like braid and you'll put some beads in it.
Right.
And you'll have like the bald spot, but
Nice.
you'll still have the
I have a
gray
rat
ponytail.
tail?
Yeah, that kind of rat tail thing.
Yeah.
And you'll start wearing some like that flowy white cotton clothing and
Get
doing
some,
more yoga.
Tiva sandal, or what do they
yeah.
call?
Yeah, with those
Birkenstock.
those little ropey
Rope-
sandals.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Jesus.
Yeah.
Jandals.
Jandals. Okay.
Thank you.
And then you'll change your name from Bob Father to what would be
I don't know.
to Baba Gavita.
I like
Oh.
it. I like it. I'm sorry,
Or
Chewy.
Bob Earth.
I don't want to break your illusions, destroy your illusions about UFOs and aliens,
I've
but it's
lost-
not probable. It's not possible.
I've lost all hope in anything
Time,
else.
the way, unless there's some kind of hole in time where people can zoom back and forth, the numbers, that math just doesn't work out. It doesn't work out. It takes millions and billions of years, or millions of years, to travel from one possible planet to another.
The way you
All right?
drive.
Even at the speed of light, okay?
Yeah.
Even at the speed of light, which we can't do, okay? So even
Yeah,
if they somehow,
yeah.
even if they've picked up like a radio signal, which they hasn't reached there yet. I don't think we've got a radio signal that's reached any kind of planet yet out there. Even if they knew we were here and they loaded up the extraterrestrial SUV and came to visit us, by the time they arrived here, we would have already become extinct. Do you understand that? You understand that the light that you see from a star in the sky
I wasn't listening.
that star is already burnt out, more than likely.
Because it's just a hole punched in the scrim above our flat Earth.
Because it took millions of years from that light from that star to reach here, that in many cases, that star that you're looking at right now
The sun.
doesn't exist anymore. It went into the red giant stage and burned itself out.
There's
Or-
only one star I care about, and
That's
that's
the-
that dreamy Timothy Chalamet.
That's the
God. You know, he might be him and
that's
Kylie
the
are dating now.
vastness of space that we're talking about, and we speak in terms of like their next door neighbors.
We talk about aliens because it makes us feel better than the truth, and the truth is that there's no hope and there's no point.
No,
Happy Thursday, everybody. Hope you enjoy your day out there.
If you hear Carl Sagan and how he describes the second, and third, fourth dimensions, there's nothing crazy in thinking that there could be an extra dimension for a being that is interdimensional. And that concept sounds crazy,
sound
but
like-
that's why there's only times when we can see them or where they can travel.
okay, but that evidence hasn't. That
Well, we
construct
don't-
of time hasn't presented itself to us.
Because, like you said, we're ants. We can hardly comprehend the stuff that's going on.
I can comprehend it.
No, you're
I
an
just
ant.
laid it out
you're
to you.
an ant in a hill.
And then you gave me some Carl Sagan. You know,
That was a real guy.
Yeah, he was a real guy. Read his books.
I didn't. I don't like to read. It's boring.
I did watch the show instead. Cosmos.
You believe what you want to believe.
Can you
Cherry.
make Carl Sagan stuff? Can you shrink it down to like little 30-second stuff that we can dance to? Because then I'll watch it.
On TikTok? If only Carl Sagan had access to TikTok.
Hi, Carl. You can really dance. Chicka-chicka-chicka-chicka-chicka-chicka. No.
You can
Isaac
really
Asimov, you can really dance. That's what I like.
It's so stupid.
You're stupid. Your face is stupid.
I'm ready to
I hope
go
you
take
get-
a nap.
I
What?
hope you get visited.
I hope you get abducted
Is
and no
this
one
your,
believes
is
you.
this your first hangover ever?
One that like I just feel a little delirious from sleep and then still hungover. Those tacos really help.
Today? Mm-hmm. Here's how out of it I am. I completely forgot we ever had tacos this morning.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was
This
a
has
long
been
time.
a-
It seems like that was yesterday.
This has been a particularly rough morning.
It's been a weird show because of
It's weird because I feel like I've got to tell you the obvious.
with the alien thing. You
Yeah.
don't know. You don't know for sure. You're going to.
I
get,
want you to look.
Class?
Huh?
Alien class?
Yeah, he took alien class.
Did you minor in
I
alien
took
studies?
one of my classes was about
E.T.
The
And the
movie.
way-
We should get Nepo Baby to take that. He goes to UT.
with Dr. Harlan Smith taught it. Mm-hmm. Who was
That-
a big astronomer at the McDonald Observatory.
He did everyone's readings and horoscopes.
No, look him up.
Which observatory?
McDonald's.
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 Does it have a play place in it?
The one with the
The
golden
skull
arches.
came with a Happy Meal?
Yeah. Right between the golden arches, right in the middle, is the
McDonald's?
telescope.
Yeah. You ever got the Jack in the Box
Observatory.
He takes that little hat off and turns it around and looks through it. And he's like, I can see a moon. I can see the moon. And then when he takes it down, he realizes it's just Burger King has pulled his pants down. He's like, I got your moon, mother effer. Hey, Umar, I hope you enjoyed the little button we put on your space exploration talkie talk.
I might be with Umar.
I'm glad I convinced you.
Nobody's convinced.
You know what's on your side.
You come.
It's just you and
had to
Fermi.
pull out. You had to pull out science fiction. What is it? What did you say? Extra
Not
dimension.
science
extra,
fiction. These are. I mean, look. The way science works is we don't know stuff until we know. All right.
Well, then
Okay.
you
Can I
must
put that
be,
here?
you
Can I
must
put
be
that
the
up
most
here?
science.